All right, now y'all probably already heard about the Patrick Lyoya situation in Michigan. But let me just give you a quick um, rundown about what happened, and I'm gonna give you my commentary. It's in regards to the traffic shooting, right? It says Patrick Lyoya was pulled over. He got out the car, and the officer told him to stay in the vehicle. The officer approached Lyoya outside his car and asked for his driver's license. He asked whether Lyoya spoke English. Lyoya ran around the car, and the officer chased and tackled him to the ground on the front lawn of a house during their struggle. The officer told Lyoya to stop resisting and let go of the taser. After a couple of minutes, the officer was lying on top of Lyoya, who was face down on the ground, still yelling for him to let go of the taser. He then shot him in the back of the head. The passenger in the car who recorded the interaction on his phone told the officer, "Stop, he good, you can talk to him." All right, you guys. So that's just a little quick update. Now, I'm not going to show you guys the video on here because you know how it is with YouTube, and me personally, I don't want to really put that on my video of him shooting, but I will put the link down. I will put the link down so you guys can see for yourself. Um, I think I'm gonna pick two of them. One from the officer perspective, and then one you can see a video from his friend recording off of his phone. Now, let me just say this, right? And some people are gonna feel some type of way, but one thing I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't play that whole a black man can just do whatever and a white cop can't do his job because all this race, this, that, and that. I'm sorry, but it's a type of person. I always say, for the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, it's a type of person that are in these type of situations. It's people who don't live right and got a criminal history, and they just a wild person. They don't live right, and then you got these hard-headed people, right? In this video, you will see that the cop trying to, hey, the man wanted to know, the Lyoya man wanted to know why is he getting pulled over, which he already know what it is. The cop let him know, hey, the tag's on the wrong car, whatever. He know he done something real bad and he don't want to go back to prison, or jail. So he rather fight and potentially lose his life. And he chose to fight and lose his life. Now, let me just break it down like this, y'all. In this video, not only did he constantly fight with this man, but he was clearly more stronger, right? That police officer was out of breath, struggling with this man. He kept struggling with him, struggling. Now, when Lyoya first got his taser, I do think by law already, he had a right to shoot him then, but he didn't. He still struggled with the man. Now, this again, Lyoya wasn't a black man in the upper room minding his business and a white cop just harassed him. That's not what happened. Okay? So he's struggling with this cop. He's fighting this cop and giving this cop a hard time. You can hear the cop breathing real heavy. He's out of breath. Both of them breathing heavy. But the black man, Lyoya, he's giving them like a hard time, right? So his friend, Lyoya, I guess that's his friend or family member, basically yelling from the car saying he good. But if you see from he's not good. The man is not listening. He rather fight with the man, the police officer. He's not listening at all. So I want you, Gabe, shh. I want you to look at it like this, right? Yo, that's my little cousin in the background. So I want y'all to look at it like this. When I picked the two video up, it's another video where his friend is recording. I want you to see how slick that friend is. What's the point of you? Because the friend know his friend was wrong as well. What's the point of you got your phone out recording if you're not going to be recording the situation? He was barely recording the situation. You want to know why? Because he know that his friend was fighting. From the cops recording, which by the way, the cops recording deactivated, so it stopped right before the shoot. However, the shooting is still on camera because his friend put his camera back up soon as the shooting part happened. Soon as he thought that the officer was about to shoot, he put his camera up where you could film everything. Everything before that, he didn't really care to film it. All you saw was dry grass. He didn't care to show, and the reason why that is because I think he know that why he's sitting there saying, "Oh, he good." No, he ain't good. He fighting with the doggone cops, and he's got the cops, taser, and he was trying to lift up One would assume you trying to lift up and turn and shoot the cop with the taser. Now, some people may try to downplay the taser. Well, first of all, if you, I remember a situation where a cop almost got shot with a taser. You can hit the cop in the eye, or let's stop the eye. Let's say you shot him in his chest area or whatever. If the cop gets electrocuted or however it tased and he goes down, don't you know that man could take that gun and shoot him? And who's to say he wouldn't take the gun and shoot him? Because if you doing all of that fighting with the doggone officer, you doing all that fighting with the doggone officer, of course. And people gonna say, well, why didn't he take out his nightstick? Why didn't he take out his handcuff? A handcuff what? How you gonna handcuff someone stronger than you, moving all over the place, and you dang near out of breath? Take out your nightstick. It's always an excuse. That man tired. He reached his point now, and he's just like bumping. Y'all, I'm sorry, black people, but y'all can get mad at me all y'all want. Comment in the comment section, cuss me out. It is what it is. I don't care. But at this point, we got to just stop trying to always excuse these black men bad behavior. Yes, you know, you got other races, but we talk about black people. Stop trying to excuse these grown behind men behavior. They choose we all got a black auntie, mama, grandma that in our life that says if you live a certain lifestyle, you end up 6 feet under or you go into prison. He choose to act that way, y'all. He choose to fight the police officer and grab a weapon that could cause harm to the police officer. So I mean, you already got people all Black Lives Matter and making it about a race. It ain't about a race thing. And for the people who quick to say, well, what about the white people? What about, man, anyone can cherry pick. You got situations where white people do the most and they die, or they do the most and sometimes they live. You got situations where black people do the most and die, and black people that sometimes do the most and live. Sometimes these officers are very patient, and sometimes it's like, well, you already break the law. You already did something where I could have shot you. I ain't got time to keep playing with you out here no more and risking my life. So in this situation, I know the shot to the back of the head, y'all, it's on the video. That was bad to me because it was just like, oh, dang. Because when you think the head, it's like, oh, like, Jesus Christ, the head. But it wouldn't make a difference if he had shot him in the stomach and the man still died. He still would have dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he still died? But I guess that's like guaranteed. But that's what people going to run with. And you know people going to run with, oh, the camera went off because he cut it off. Well, I don't know that for sure. In my opinion, I don't believe that. Because he already had the right to shoot the man from the moment he took his taser and tried to shoot him with it. He already had that right to shoot him. And he saw the other guy in the car. I don't know if you know the man was filming or not. But he already saw the other guy out there with his phone. He probably didn't see him filming. But either way, I mean, it's like, I mean, he could have been shot him, y'all. So it is what it is. And again, I peeped what that so-called friend was doing. I saw what he was doing. He ain't slick. He made sure he put that camera up when they were fighting. His friend was fighting them and getting the best of them. But it shows it from the other police angle. But comment in the comment section and tell me what you guys think about this crazy, unfortunate situation. But hey, again, I'm sorry. I always look at it and try to be fair as possible. And I don't care if you black, white, or whatever. If you fight the cops and grab their weapon and they shoot you, I'm sorry, but that's on you. And y'all, please don't be stupid and tear stuff up, because other races don't be tearing stuff up when someone from their race do something wrong and they end up dead. They don't be tearing nothing up or burning nothing up. And be mindful of these so-called white allies, because they'll help you tear stuff up. And why we got the image of looking like a wild animal and fool, but when their own people die in the exact same way that the black person died, they don't tear stuff up for them. They don't do it. And yes, it does happen. They just don't show it in mainstream. It happened to white people and everybody else who choose to live like that. Comment in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. Hit that like button, subscribe. I just really hope that people don't burn stuff up and tear stuff up for somebody like this. That's it.